Welcome, everyone, to Chestnut Hill, home of the Boston College Eagles, where fans are quickly filling up Alumni Stadium in anticipation of a terrific clash we have ahead. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on a team from the ACC, the Boston College Eagles. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Boston College lined up, ready to kick off and get things going. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Michigan State's offense takes the field to start this game off. And here he is. Let me tell you about this wide receiver. He is a route-running, DB, toasting, pass-catching, touchdown-scoring, woo, son of a gun.
I can't wait to see how this defense is going to...
How about that elusiveness? He's got space. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big game. I got to make sure.
The expressway is wide open. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Michigan State.
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often than this one.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. So Boston College's offense will have its first possession of the game. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Takes the handoff. It's a Robichaux. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for two out to the 26. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to fire deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Makes a move. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Spartans. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick, you could play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. The kickoff team is out there, and their number one job is to make sure one special team's touchdown isn't answered with another one. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Boston College wants to play fast. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Snagged in the middle, it's McGowan. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a 1st down at the 12. They're going back to the ground. And he runs it all the way down to the 3-yard line before he's finally knocked down. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. To the air, it's Castellanos. He's got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. Timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Eagles. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. And this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a 2-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Physical running style. Maybe the patron saint of that for Michigan State is T.J. Duckett.
Oh, the big fella. And that does. That reminds me of Michigan State football. That's who they are, right? The physicality. They're gonna be blue collar. They're gonna roll up their sleeves. And make no mistake, every game you play against them, if you don't match the physical challenge, you will lose.
Makes the grab on the shuffle. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They're bringing heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Spartans will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Boston College right back to the line. To the air, it's Castellanos. He looks that one in nicely. Tackled immediately after the catch. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Bradley. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Looking for a crease, it's Grobichov. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down. And the Golden Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. No huddle here for the offense. One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten are the big 2 gorillas, right? Anytime you can make a statement and dent these 2 big powerhouse conferences, they'll do it.
I think the ACC, too, is going to play with a chip on his shoulder. And back in conference realignment, it was the best 4 programs from the Pac-12 that all chose the Big Ten and not the ACC. So this one will be interesting.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Go straight ahead. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Boston College. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn. And that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they're executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Fast motion from the offense. Oh, it's a reverse. Nice move to keep moving. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
Well, it's a huge play on the jet sweep, getting that 1st down. Defensively, I think everybody had their eyes in the backfield. They were not expecting that guy to get the football that quickly and be on the perimeter of the field.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. He's looking to throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll try the run. Fakes his man out.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting on his block, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Caught near the sticks. It's Marsh. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
Oh, he gave him the limp leg. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Looking to throw, it's Child. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
Man, listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Got his man quickly. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Looking to throw for it. Fires into traffic, picked off. Takes it the other way. Inside the 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Michigan State. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand new game. They're trailing by 10 to NC State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this.
Fires and picked off. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
He'll get rid of it. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Couldn't pick it up on second down. Now they need a couple on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Pulls it in. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. The Golden Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. They've got the screen set up. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Going up top on 1st down. Got the quick pass. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Bradley. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Got some of the work done on 1st down. Let's see what they have on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. They'll give it to the back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Trying play action. Working that left side now. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. One more snap coming before halftime. Going to take a shot at this DB. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Number 97 on the field.
As to be expected, nowhere close to being good from that distance. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been taking in some scene there today in Chestnut Hill. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Alumni Stadium.
Just about set for the second half kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And the offense tries to slip in the screen. That's a good play on third and short if you can get them aggressive and a defense aggressive, but the defense sniffed it out, shut that play down before it even started.
Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this third down? Getting some heat. Now he's going to break the pocket. Forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face fourth.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
The Spartans are moving quickly down the field. They'll throw it on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job being the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on second and long. Looking downfield, it's Childs. Moves around to clear up the vision. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Spartans will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he breaks into the open. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Boston College! Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going at that point. Nice job.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Looking to scramble. Wide open downfield. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
That's a really good-looking throw, and I love the decision right there. When I think back to my favorite Michigan State quarterback ever, it's Kirk Cousins. Wasn't the biggest, wasn't the strongest, fastest, didn't have the best arm. But he made good decisions. He read the defense and threw the ball accurately on time. This guy has the ability to do that, too. If he keeps this up, this offense is going to be tough to stop.
Dropping back, it's Childs. Fires to the tight end. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
This is an offense that leads the nation in first downs because there's so many different ways they can. They're versatile. They could throw it. They could run it. They've got so much balance, and that's what makes them so hard to stop.
The Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Quick handoff. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
For an offense, to make the wide receiver reverse work, you've got to have a lot of guys doing a good sell job. Running backs have to behave as if they're actually going to keep the football, and everybody else on offense has to be yelling out, run! To try to make the defense over-pursued, but no Oscars being handed out on that.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, Dave.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
It's incomplete. Tried a little razzle-dazzle there, but it'll be 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Finds his big tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. An awesome job by the quarterback getting to his progression.
Now the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. They get him down after he makes the catch. Boston College wants to play fast. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Globichov. At the 35, he's got room. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. This Boston College offense has it working.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job for him, Tom.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor, both are trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. After another clutch 3rd down conversion, it's 1st and goal. Slams it ahead. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Off play action. Still looking on the move. And he gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
I'd like to see a little more creativity here with respect to the route running and play calling to help get these receivers open. Right now in that last play, they didn't do anything to work away from the defenders.
Trying to make their way to the promised land on 3rd and goal. And they're able to get him on the ground.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. Make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really nice job by the defense getting that last stop. All 3rd downs in games are important, but this one just feels like it's the biggest down of this game right now for this defense. If they can get off the field, they've got to give it back to their offense with as much time as possible to have a chance to win this game.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Spartans decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. We got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Scanning the field, it's Castellanos. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. Boston College will send out the punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. 1st down here for the offense. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He'll run it again. Steamrolls his way ahead. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And they just can't square him up, and he gets down to the 36.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. The Spartans have this offense rolling. The give to the back. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're staring down the defense and this crowd on this huge 3rd and 4. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Grab near the marker. It's Glover. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. And the Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. The lone back's got it. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Spartans! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
He's not going to make it. Stopped short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Offense getting set for 1st down. Looking to pass. It's Castellanos. Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. He's going to pass on 2nd down. The short hands. It's Bradley. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The aerial assault continues. Get it out on the screen.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man in the middle. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. This quarterback has to stay calm, cool, and collected and drive his team down for a score late in the fourth. The sure hands, it's Bradley. Clock's running and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock. Ball's at the 27. It's third and short. Can they avoid making that fourth down decision? Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. Unloads to the right. It's complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on third and goal. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on fourth down. Into the end zone, and it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football, getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job on this team being ready, getting the W.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.